Hi and welcome back to my solo playthrough of Space Empires 4X. I think rule-wise I'm okay, at least I didn't see any opposing comment on this. So I should be ready to continue my playthrough. I still don't have an answer on when the Doomsday Machine actually does enter the board. Again, the rules say during the economic phase, but they don't say at the end, at the beginning. They really should have worded it. It's a very, very simple thing, but ultimately maybe it does not make that big of a difference because I think I will play my defenses in the middle of the board here anyway. So maybe it's not that important. And we have only two more basically economic phases left, or one full and then the next one it automatically, and again when this last one is being taken, this means the Doomsday Machine will make its appearance, the first one that is. And again, with that being said, we should be ready to continue. But before we do, and before I forgot, huge shout out to all of my patrons and channel members out there. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much for all your support. And I think now it's time to start moving some of our ships. So again, let's start with our, let's call it special ships. Again, this miner wants to reach the space rack up here. I think this is really, really crucial. So let's bring it there. This colony ship, I have changed my mind at least twice on where to build it. We'll definitely move towards Eden and we'll colonize this because this should allow me to move the space rack back there. At least I think it should. Yeah, I think it should. And I guess, yeah, we have one miner left basically over here. I think it's carrying this 10 exactly. I think the fastest one should be this colony up here. So let's bring it there. Nice. One thing to mention, miners can only carry one mineral token and you cannot freely exchange it. So let's say it would be the other way around. The 10 would be here and I would carry in the 5. I would not be able to switch this one out. So yeah, I think the only thing that's... we do have ships now actually, as we heavily invested into a destroyer and a cruiser here. Yeah, not really heavily, but at least we did spend something. Do I want to move them right now or don't I? Maybe I do want to move the destroyer out here. Just to give me some flexibility. I don't know. I don't really know. I think the cruiser will stay here where it is. And we also may want to consider to build ourselves a base, which is something like this. I think, yeah, let's consider that because it comes with a really nice defensive structure. I mean, that's a 3 hull size. It comes with an attack rating of 7, a defense rating of 2. It shoots at A, so I think that's something that we really have to consider. But again, we still have a scout here. And I think we want to bring it closer here because here is a colony. So if we find something here, or adjacent here, I think I want it to be here, because then we might be able to, whatever, bring it back at some point in time or so. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think so. The question is, I'm now debating if I do want to send the cruiser out to maybe also do some more explorations here. I could lose the cruiser though, and that would be really, really bad. I think I shouldn't use my heavy armory for exploration because it's simply too risky. Maybe we do consider another scout or so because there are still a lot of these tokens out here, and if this is lost, this is the only one left. Yeah, but for now let's keep the cruiser where it is, I guess. But that means we only have one exploration this round, and this is down here. Oh, it's another barren planet. There are really a lot of these barren planets. That was a white one, right? Yeah, I think we can say goodbye to our scout. I was... oh boy. Yeah, let's bring out some more alien ships. So here we are. What did we have? A C, a B, a D, and another B. Okay. Yeah, again, they get the fleet size bonus. I mean, we already know the drill. We only have one ship here. So again, they hit on a 7, 7, 6. And okay, this is only quote-unquote a 5. And this ship is only, I think, the only upgrade it actually has. We have the attack and the defense upgrade, but not for this particular fleet. I did it, but it was wrong. They only have the movement of 2, so yeah, they're dead. Yeah, that's not great. I really wanted to hold on to this scout, so we have to build one. I think that much is clear. So let's see. We will roll for this one. Yeah, these basically shoot twice, right? So that's a 2, but that's enough. It's basically lower than 7 or lower than 8, 7 or less. So this ship is out of here and gone. So we are saving some bucks for the maintenance, but this also means that those fellas will protect their homeworld here at Abydos. So that's the B, that's the C, that's another B and another D. Let's keep them here like this. Nasty. But yeah, that's the that's the first turn of this cycle. And I'm not sure if we will see any more exploration this cycle. We will move a little bit at least, but not an awful lot. Because again, I don't want to use my destroyers or cruisers for any exploration. They're pretty far out anyway. So yes, in theory, I could move the cruiser here, and because of our movement upgrade, he could... No, that's the thing. You can't explore into a space when you're not starting your movement adjacent to that. So I cannot immediately jump into this one here anyway. So I think, yeah, we are not doing any more explorations. Still, we move definitely this colony ship and the miner onto the space wreck here. So we can definitely... Oh, that's really good. That's really, really good. The thing is, the problem is, we will not get it this turn or the next economic phase. That's a bummer. That's really, really a bummer. But that's life. And last but not least, we are moving this miner over here closer to the colony. Which one is it? Vulcan, of course. Again, we are not moving our destroyer and or cruiser, so we are moving into the final turn of this cycle. Wow, this game is moving so quickly, at least in this scenario. I'm pretty sure that playing against these alien foes, enemies, is completely different game and with a lot more going on, so I really have to check this one out. So this colony ship will reach Eden. The problem is we could lose Eden right away. The question is, do I want... we could actually consider to protect it, but then again, we don't know where those folks are ending up, and I don't want one destroyer here, one destroyer on the other side of the map. I think this really doesn't make sense. So maybe we also have to upgrade our movement once more, so that we also get a second movement in turn 2 or so. Let's think about it. But anyway, we will move the miner closer here with the salvaged space wreck here. Unfortunately, we cannot drop it off yet. I think, at least. Let me check that. And actually, I think I can. It may be towed to a homeworld or colony by a mining ship, just as it were a mineral marker. And for the mineral marker, it clearly says here, when the ship and its mineral reach a hex with any colony, even a new one. Awesome. So we actually are allowed to drop this one off here. I'm really hoping I'm playing this correctly. I think it's not the end of the world if I'm not, but that's how I really understand this version of the rules. It's a new one, and I think it's pretty clear. And it also does make sense, especially for minerals. I mean, you can use those resources to speeding up your build process. Why shouldn't you be able to leverage or salvage this? Yeah, it does make sense. Then last one up here, we are moving the miner in here. Oops, it's the other way around, and dropping off that mineral here. So yes, we will get some serious construction points, which we desperately need. I think so. I keep reading on the Geek, checking out some of the forums there, that a lot of folks think that this scenario is too easy, especially on the easy difficulty level. Again, I haven't played it. Maybe they're telling me this because they already played it for the second, third, fourth time or so. I really don't have a feeling for this. Yes, of course, I do see the stats of the Doomsday Machine and whatnot, but again, you're still rolling dice and not knowing the game, what you should invest in. I'm basically blind here. But still, I'm enjoying this, and if I go down, I will go down, and yeah, we'll like it. Okay, again, I'm not moving my cruiser and or destroyer, so we are one economic phase away from yeah, the first Doomsday Machine to make its entrance. So let's collect some income. I believe we didn't have anything left over, one or so. So what do we have here? Let's put the marker in here. So that's 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 58, if I counted that correctly. Yes. So let's mark it down. So we have 84 here, 10 from the mineral, no pipelines, and that's again 59. We have, I think, one destroyer and one cruiser. That's 3 maintenance points still. 2 ships, so that's 56 points to spend. Not bad. I definitely have to upgrade my tactics 2 levels, because then my destroyer would basically win the tie when they're fighting each other, and I think this is really important. But I don't need to do that right now. We can also benefit from both attack and defense, at least for the cruiser, but it's really awfully expensive. The bases would cost us 12. I'm not really sure if we need to go beyond ship size level 3. With ship size level 4 though, we would be able to build a battle cruiser with a B5. That's really not. But again, the C is fully sufficient, at least for the first Doomsday Machine. Keep that in mind. The second Doomsday Machine comes with a C8. So we would still win the tie. So for the first 2 with a cruiser, we are fine if we are upping our tactics. And I think this is what we are going to do anyway, soon enough. I think that's really, really, really important. But again, for the last Doomsday Machine, which is, I believe, a 5, this comes with a B. So only with the last one might we really then consider to build at least 1, 2 battle cruisers or so, if we can afford it, that is, to fight against this one. But before we make that decision, we still have the shipwreck, and we get the shipwreck basically during the minerals income step. So we are now rolling on this table down here, and I believe we cannot lose. So that's the thing. So there is something when you are maxed out and you're bringing in one, well, let's say I'm maxed out at ship size and I would roll a 1 to 2, then the technology of this space track would be basically lost because I already have researched anything I needed. So in this case, again, we can't lose. The only thing is we might end up with something where we say, meh. Let's see about that. But again, at least we are not losing on this. So let's see. That's a 6. 6 is defense. This is amazing. So this 6 here gives us basically, is worth 20 construction points. That is amazing. So we definitely want to invest into attack now, so that it's really maxed out at least for those cruisers. Now that's so cool. So again, the defense is the freebie. No, that's 30 points even. Wow, that's insane. So yeah, let's definitely invest 30 in this attack technology, which means we spend 30 here, so we have 26 left. Yeah, and that's now a problem. Yeah, that's really a problem, because of course, yeah, that's the thing. The cruiser doesn't get it. Not the build one, at least. And the same will be true for the tactics rating. And you also see that these are basically limited by their hull size. So a destroyer and also the scout can never go beyond an attack of 1, a defense of 1. It doesn't apply for the tactics. For the cruiser we have 1 more level, which is the reason why I did that. And we have the same for the battle cruiser here, which is also not going beyond the 2. So I think there is no point in going beyond, because I'm not sure this is a battleship or so. Yeah, it's a battleship, very, very expensive to build. I still think we should continue to build fleets now. Do I need another colony ship? I don't think so. I think we have to really now focus on our defenses. So we definitely want to place a base here at Territe, our homeworld. Unfortunately, even though it has a combat rating, we are not allowed to put any of those counting ships beneath it. each planet can only hold one of those bases. And I think that's 12 construction points. Yeah, but I think this is really crucial having this one. Again, this 7. And it also still gets the benefits from our attack and defense rating. So it's definitely worth it. Absolutely. The bases do not need shipyards to be built, so I think they're also not consuming those build points here. So in theory I could still build up to 4 things there. Of course I don't have the money. Do I want to build another destroyer there? Because it's cheap. But I also want to make sure I'm getting... How much do I have? I have 44 left, I believe, this round. So we cannot build both. The problem is we are heavily limited down here by this shipyard. We could build more. Maybe it's not necessary though. So I think let's build another cruiser there. Question is, do we want... No, I think we are basically now putting a count. I think we leave it here. But the thing is, this is not an upgraded ship. And any new ship will definitely come with a newer technology. So I think, in theory, yes, I could scrap it, or I'm pretty sure I could also voluntarily say I want, let's say, a less powerful in there. But ultimately, I can also move them as 2 different fleets. So no, I will place this marker in here. So I have spent 24 points on the base and the cruiser, which will leave me with... exactly 2 left, right? Yes, it will leave me with 2 left. And the 2 left will be the 2, I guess, which I will spend on upgrade for the other cruiser. Because it has a hull size of 2, but I think I want... Oh, I can hold on to that. No, 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 no. I'm not spending this. No, forget this. I think I will upgrade basically both of those cruisers when we get the tactics upgrade. Yeah, I think that's how it has to go. But this also means that I have to bring the destroyer towards a base because otherwise it won't be able to get the upgrade from the tactic. And in respect to weapon or defenses and attack, it's already maxed out anyway. But for the, let's say, upcoming tactics upgrades, the 2, wait a second. Exactly, I see that now. When you purchase a technology, blah, blah, blah. And only 1 level of technology may be purchased in each category per economic phase, which means I don't get the second one. That changes things quite dramatically, actually. So good that I caught this. So I'm not able to neither buy the base nor the second cruiser. No, I need to spend the money on the first tactics level here. Exactly, because again, we can research several technologies, that's fine, but only 1 level per technology, per economic phase, that is. I think the space rack, I guess it's kind of independent of my active research, at least I think, but yeah, for the tactics, that's something I have to do. But this means I have some more monies left, right? So it's 45 instead. Let's make it properly here. In respect to ships now, which means we have 9 left. So we could build... No, it's more, right? It's 11. It's 11 left. Still not enough for a cruiser, but we could go for another destroyer though. But I think that's a fair point. Do we want the destroyer now or not? That's now a toughie. Because again, we will run out of construction capacity. I think we do want to build the destroyer. Yeah. So, but that means we still have, 2 left. So I think that's at least something. So we carry over 2 into the next turn cycle. And at least we have 1 more destroyer. This has to be a new destroyer group. So I think I want to build it here because of the upgraded tactics rating. So all the more reason now to spend the 2 on this cruiser, but we should still wait, right? Because we can upgrade it basically to the most current level with 1 upgrade action. So if I would do that now, I would basically spend too much credits there. And I think we can still wait on things. I think that's the economic phase. Last thing to do is to upgrade the tech colony here. So this goes to a 1. And I think we had 1 more left down here, which is now
fully developed. I think this was Odyssey, exactly. Okay, yeah. So let's reset everything. We are moving back in there. Okay, the only thing I do regret now is that I didn't build another scout in order to explore, but those blips are really far out now and far away from this colony. Yes, I could make it there sooner or later, but it will still take me time. So let's say I really do find minerals there, I do find another space wreck there, I'm most likely not able to tow it back to a colony. Yes, we have a colony here, a forward colony, which may be working out, but I think, yeah, but this also means we are not really doing an awful lot, I guess, other than moving. I think we have to move the destroyer back home. We want to update it or upgrade it once the new upgrade becomes available. We will definitely move the miner over here to carry this 5. Yeah, this 10 needs to be removed, and I think this miner will simply move back towards this area here to tow back the 5. Yep, I think that's all what we're going to do. Again, I don't want to use my destroyers and cruisers to scout. I mean, there was this, what was it called? Basically Lost in Space, and Lost in Space is something else. I think Danger, the danger marker, which immediately destroys you, and I think there are some in the white pile of chits, so let's not do that. So let's carry on, and I think it doesn't matter too much. We are dropping off this mineral at this colony here, and this miner is picking up this mineral. Again, that's everything in respect to my movement, so I'm kind of frightened now, which is why I'm really not moving an awful lot, and I really don't have a feeling of how this will go. Oof, tough. But okay, let's move into the final turn. I guess we are moving this miner here out of the way, so if something comes here, we are at least protecting this miner. And similarly, I think I want to move the miner here to this colony. Again, we are not making it there, which is definitely a bummer. And again, it really all depends on where this Doomsday Machine is coming out now. Yeah, this will really change a lot. And now we are moving into the next economic phase. So we are removing the last marker here of the first pile, that is. Again, we have a pile for the second and the third Doomsday Machine. I still don't know where the Doomsday Machine is going to appear. And as I don't know, I think I will simply play it as hard as possible on myself. So the Doomsday Machine will make its entrance here. So I don't have the basically knowledge on where they can. Again, I think because of the way that I have built my shipyards, it doesn't matter too much, which is why I definitely can consider it this way. I might be terribly wrong, and then you definitely let me know, and maybe I will leave a note or so, but I think let's place the Doomsday Machine here onto this step so that I hopefully don't forget it. So we are still collecting our colony and mineral income, and this time it's only 56, so I think it was 51 colony and 5 mineral income, so that's 56, 58 in total. In respect to the maintenance, we have 2 destroyers and 1 cruiser, so that's 4. Okay, which brings us down to 54. Still not terrible. We will definitely spend 15 on the second tactics rating. That's key. And I don't think I will spend anything else on this. At least I think. Yeah, I think the rest will be ships. So we will definitely build the base, and bases will always get the newest, latest and greatest technology. Similarly for the shipyards. And you see they have combat ratings, so they will actively fight. So they're almost like Deep Space Nine or so. That's 12. Down here we will definitely build our second cruiser, and I think they will merge together once we have done the upgrade. But again, the upgrade, as far as I understand, can only be done during the normal phase of the game, during the movement or the normal turn things of events, and I have to basically forfeit my movement and have to spend some construction points equal to the hull size. So we will do that with our very first basically movement actions for those things, so that should be okay. But this also means this shipyard is completely gone. We have utilized it. And then we will have to, I think we want to build also some more destroyers, right? How many? I think we have 24 spent now on the cruiser and the starbase or the base. I think up here I will build another destroyer, right? So how many destroyers do we have out? So we have DD1, we have DD2. So where is DD3 actually? I have the 4 here and my pile is really messed up now. And found it. Again, it has to be an individual group right now, but we will take care of this basically through the first turn of the game. This is the one piece which I maybe should consider. Not, I think in solo play it might really make the game much easier, but if I ever play this game multiplayer, I think I will go with the auto update rule or so, because otherwise the bookkeeping is really the problem. Keeping these things apart. Yes, you can scrap these things, I don't know, but this is the one piece where it feels a little bit cumbersome. So ultimately we spend 33 on things. Yes, so that's 48, right? If I see that correctly, which means we have, we have 6 left, right? So we are carrying over 6 into the next round. I think so, yeah. So again, last thing, or normal last thing to do is to flip this colony. And it will be finished. Hopefully it does. And actually, because again, up next, the Doomsday Machine number 1 will make its entrance. So we are rolling the die. Oops, I think you can't see this. And depending on this, that's the 4, which means the Doomsday Machine will enter here. Do I like this or don't I? It will move 1. And yeah, it can reach our colony here. 1, 2, 3. So that's the one we have to protect. But I think we are in an okay shape actually to make it there. It will destroy everything on its way. I'm not too sure about alien planets. I don't think it messes with any of those. But I think this will be the clear target. And from there, I think, yeah, it will go there and then there. If we are not defeating it, that is. Of course, that needs to be our plan, right? Oh boy. Excited, really excited, and I think I will end my playthrough for today. So I think with the last one to go, I will then do the final battles against those Doomsday Machine. This was still a prep turn, prep round. We were able to see one combat here, a very poor one, I have to admit. We did see some defenses, but I think this is a perfect cliffhanger, quite honestly, to keep you guys excited. Just to see how things go. Again, the plan is to basically upgrade those cruisers, destroyers here. We have 2 of those things there. We will make it here. We will most likely, we could even make the destroyer. I think even the fleets up there should be able to make it there, because again, with turn 3, we will make it in here. They have a movement of 2, so we can move our entire fleet in there. Should I do that? I don't know. We could still upgrade our movement in order to make us more agile or so with the next economic phase. We have still 2 to go basically before the next one appears. So I think, yeah, I think this is the perfect time to stop this video for today. Sorry to say, but I think that's really a perfect time to do that. And yeah, with that being said, really hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. And yeah, until then, bye bye.